Well, hello, my name's Deborah Denny, and I'm with the Nebraska Supreme Court in the Office of Dispute Resolution. And I'm here today with my colleague Casey Cargus, and we're going to talk to you about parenting mediation in Nebraska. Casey?
Casey Cargus, I'm the Executive Director of the Mediation Center. We're one of 6 mediation centers across the state. There's also private mediators. And so today we're going to talk about how you can access mediation and learn what mediation may be all about and the advantages for you. So Deb, tell us a little bit about mediation.
Well, Casey, mediation is a quiet, safe, confidential process in which parents can come together and talk about their future parenting for their children with someone who's been trained and educated to kind of help them think through the hard questions about their parenting. And Casey, you want to talk a little bit about why parents might want to mediate a parenting plan?
Parents have important decisions to make for them and their kids. I think the best way is for the parents to create the plan. The parenting plan was set up for you and the person you're working with, the other parent, to work out a plan, and we're going to talk later about decision making and time and communication, and for the parents to craft that because it's very unique. You have unique needs as families, and is there a way for parents to do this? So Deb, what about the cost for mediation?
Well, there is a cost to go to a mediator, whether it's a private mediator or one of the 6 regional mediation centers, and people will work with you. And so if it's a problem with paying for the cost, you can ask for a sliding fee scale, and there are funds to help support you in order to meet and take care of what you want to in terms of the kids in the future. So where would a parent find a parenting mediator?
Well, they might Google. That's always something we always do. You could also look on the Supreme Court website. There's a list of Parenting Act approved mediators. You have to go through specialized training to do this, and so they can find that list. They can contact maybe their local attorney if someone to mediate. They can call a mediation center, and we'll help you find a mediator that would be good for you. Talk about court-ordered mediation. If someone says, oh my gosh, I have to mediate because the judge says they want me to.
And judges do encourage parents to mediate, and sometimes they might order parents to mediate because we know that you as a parent can make much better decisions for your children than a judge might be able to. And so if you're court ordered to mediate, that just means you're ordered to contact a parenting mediator and at least try to work something out. You are never obligated to make any decisions that you don't want to. And so that's important to know. How do I as a parent contact the other parent and convince them to try mediation? What if I don't think they're going to like it?
Some parents do have a relationship where they can have this conversation. Sometimes you might call your mediator and ask the mediator to make the contact. At the Mediation Center, a lot of times we make that contact. It gives them an opportunity, the other parent, to call in. We can talk them through the process. You don't have to agree to anything in mediation. It is a great opportunity to do this. Sometimes allowing your attorney, who is your mediator, the Mediation Center, to do that might be the best way to get the process started. So, do people meet in the same rooms? Do they meet separately when they mediate?
Parents often can meet in the same room. Obviously, you're going to be co-parenting your children for the next many years. And so when it makes sense, we want to have both parents in the same room so that you can talk through communication protocols, time sharing with the kids, those kinds of things. But there are also times where it just makes more sense for parents to meet separately with the mediator. And the mediator then can go back and forth with each parent on different days or at different times. It's whatever meets your need right at the moment. What happens, Casey, when a parent comes to the mediation center? What's the first thing that happens?
We're going to set up an individual session with each parent to walk through what mediation is, what it isn't. We're going to try to discover the best way we can mediate with the parents. And so be prepared when you begin your mediation process to meet with the mediator privately. It's trying to create a process for success. Then, what's the role of the mediator, Deb?
The mediator is a person who helps the two of you stay on track. We have an agenda to help you talk through all of the key points in a parenting plan. We try to help support constructive communication. If there's conflict or tension, we help you get through that because we know that that will be there. However, we don't act like a judge. We don't tell you what to do. The mediator's role is to help you decide what's best for you and the other parent and your children. So finally, if parents do come up with an agreement, what happens at the end?
The mediator will get a typed up. Any agreement you come to that you would like the mediator to type up, they'll type up. If you have an attorney, they'll get it to the attorney for the attorney to review. Some parents, they take the mediated parenting plan. It'll be put in a form that you could go to court in what they would call a pro se divorce, and you would represent yourself. So Deb, tell us a little bit about how we access the information.
Sure. So one of the ways to access information about mediation is the state of Nebraska has 6 regions where there's 6 regional mediation centers. And on the Supreme Court website, there's contact information. So here's the picture of the front page of the Supreme Court website. And Casey's pointing to the Parenting Act mediation link in the gray banner on the right. So supremecourt.nebraska.gov is where you would find that. And there's a whole list of page links for divorce and parenting and support and brochures that will help give you information. Casey, can you talk a little bit about the list of approved parenting mediators?
Yeah, you'll find on that website a list of approved mediation Parenting Act mediators. You can go on this website, you can pick a mediator from this list, or you can contact your local attorney to find that list or call a mediation center. But if someone is mediating a parenting plan, they would be on this list.
So if you want more information, you can contact the Nebraska Office of Dispute Resolution. The website is here, supremecourt.nebraska.gov/mediation. You can email nsc.parenting.mediator@nebraska.gov or call this phone number if you'd like more information. So thank you for being here and wish you well in the future with you and your children.